but I have a lot of personality. I'm actually really funny because if you show up for the wrong reasons, it will never work.
Just like the roadblocks that you go through, it's like when you come out on the other side, if you just keep trying, instead of giving up at the first sign of a problem or the first sign of an obstacle, you will feel so much better on the other side. Good morning and welcome to this week's vlog. I am currently still in Dubai. I just woke up. It's about 8 a.m. I'm very excited because I have my Pilates class today. I have really been trying to stick to routines when I travel, when I go different places, when I'm feeling low, when I'm feeling high. There's a different routine for every single season. And that is kind of what I want to talk to you guys about. Is the theme is routines. So I have my hydrogen water, which is a little tablet I got from Symbiotica, and I put it in my water and I drink electrolytes first thing in the morning. I have my entire supplement lineup as much as I can here with me in Dubai, and that is something that I prep beforehand because again, I'm considering my routines, I'm considering the little things that just give me structure and stability in my day that are really important to me. I'm gonna do my routine, vitamins, supplements, and then I have this Pilates class, which is gonna be my morning movement, which again is very important, whether it's walking, Pilates, working out, just little things that just give you the foundation of your day. It's also cool because I'm in a different place, so I get to try different things. This is today's outfit. This is a set that I got from Lululemon, which I really, really love it, and I wear it quite often, but I brought like 2 sets with me that I can do Pilates with. And then of course I have my overnight blowout rod in my hair. I used to do all 3 of them, but I can't really sleep with all 3 of them because the way I have to put it in because of my sew-in, it's like on the sides and it's not comfortable at all. So I'm just doing the one which works well enough, and then I just tie my hair up and then I'll just like clip it back so it doesn't sit on my forehead. But so far so good with it as far as getting some kind of face framing curls, and then anything else I want to do with myself, I can either add heat or just use the rods during the day while I'm getting ready. When it comes to workout classes, I will just do sunscreen and then a little bit of a lip, just because you're gonna be out in public walking around and around people. So the one that I'm using is the St. Jane. This is the Luxury Sun Ritual, and this is like a very clean brand, so it's a mineral sunscreen. And then I also use the Supergoop mineral sunscreen. This one has like a slight matte to it, which I really like. So I'll put that one on my T-zone just to kind of mattify my skin, but this way you still look put together, you still look cohesive, and you're not having to wear anything on your skin. I also used a retinol last night, so I just want to make sure I'm protecting my skin as much as possible from the sun, even just walking from building to building. Then the liner that I'm going in with is one of my favorite brands. It's Say. They're also a cleaner beauty brand, and it's just a little bit of a brown liner, and then just put on like a lip butter. We're ready to go. Insane because I have this dang donut on my head. It was really good, but now I am about to get dressed and I really want to film my next YouTube video, so I'm trying to be consistent, guys. You see me, I'm putting out content even when I'm on vacation, even when I'm traveling. I'm off to do that. I do feel a little bit sluggish, but I'm really glad that I went for my workout. I think it's really important that, you know, you be committed to the things. I paid for the class, so I wasn't about to miss it, even though I was a little bit tired this morning, but now I feel amazing. The weather is beautiful. It feels like it's 80, 90 degrees.
Those have a devastating effect on our
Podcast.
ecosystem.
I feel like I like to listen to podcasts when I'm doing my morning prep. So I have potatoes in the oven because I'm going to make my little eggs, potato, avocado hash that I love to eat every single day. And then these are things that I just picked up from the grocery store here. Like I made sure to get the organic eggs. I got some yogurt. And then whenever I do my morning routine, it feels like it takes forever, but it's part of my ritual. And so it is, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 10 something. This, my vitamin bag. Anyone who knows, this is the thing I travel with. It is extremely heavy, and this is part of the reason why my bags are always overweight. But I already had this morning my electrolytes. And then I had my hydrogen water. So those I took on an empty stomach already. Then the rest of them are going to be things that are a combination of like my endometriosis supplements slash just regular vitality supplements. Vitamin D is really crucial for every single person. I take fish oil as well. And then I take these 2 supplements, which are just basically multivitamins with a lot of the things that are going to support my endometriosis. They're called Endo Access. Magnesium, this one is the Symbiotica one. I also really like the one from Array. They have a great magnesium. And then this is called Eliminate by Body Health, and it basically just helps to promote bowel function. So whenever I travel, sometimes I can get constipated, or like your digestive system just isn't working the way it should work, and you want to make sure that you are regular so that way everything feels good and you're not backed up, basically. I don't know if this is super graphic, but I always take something with me to just help my digestion, help my gut, just make my body feel really good so I'm not feeling super bloated while traveling.
My breakfast was so good. I needed to have a coffee and a breakfast, so I did, which I haven't been drinking coffee a lot these days. I feel like obviously I'm a matcha lover, but I needed some energy because right now I'm filming my YouTube video for my next talking inspirational video. And I did something a little bit different because part of the video is about confidence, and I basically wanted to encourage people to dare to do more. So I'm filming in a space that is semi-public. I'm filming in the lobby of a residential area. And so there's people that are sitting around me, and I don't know, I'm just really happy because when you do uncomfortable things, it just builds your confidence. And I even had trouble because the leasing guy who was at the bottom, who's letting people in the building, was giving me a really hard time about being here, even though I have a friend who lives in the building. And so that again, just the roadblocks that you go through, it's when you come out on the other side, if you just keep trying, instead of giving up at the first sign of a problem or the first sign of an obstacle, you will feel so much better on the other side. So if you guys watch that video, you will see that this is my background. Hold on, let me show you. So there's a guy in that corner, he just got up and left, and there's a girl over there and a couple people over there, but it's so cute actually. Cute. I almost feel like it's a podcast studio in this little corner. And then I also was wearing my new scarf that I got at the mall the other day. This is so stunning. So basically, I have this scarf. It's from Jacquemus, and I have it in beige, but I washed it and it shrunk because it is 100% virgin wool. And so I just got it in the brown color, and then I think I'm going to take it to dry cleaning my other one to see if they can unwarp it. I don't even know if you can unwarp wool, but this was before I was on my natural fiber journey, and I didn't know you couldn't wash wool in the washer. Don't ask me. It was years ago, but it's so beautiful. But yeah, I'm in such a better headspace than I was in my first vlog, my first week that I got here, but I was really telling you guys that I was struggling so badly with the jet lag, and that's just the reality. When you travel, you will be down, especially if there's as much of an 11-hour time difference as it is between Dubai and here. It's crazy. So now I'm feeling much more like myself. I'm feeling much more energetic, and I don't know, I'm a lot happier now. So it is my last week though, so now I'm sad about that, but it's just, it is what it is. But I'm staying consistent in all the things that I love, and I think that is most important. And then even when I get back to LA, you just keep going. We're just gonna keep going in everything that we're doing. I am on my way from Dubai to Abu Dhabi because the agenda for today is gonna be going to the Grand Mosque, going to the mall in Abu Dhabi. There's actually this perfume that I've been looking for. I am obsessed with perfumes. If you are new here, hi, welcome. I'm obsessed with perfumes. But if you're not, it's this brand called Jazur, and I saw this girl post about it on TikTok, so I want to check it out, but they only have the location at the Abu Dhabi Mall. So I'm going there, gonna smell all the scents and see if it's worth getting. Then head to the Grand Mosque, which I'm so excited to see because it's gonna be so beautiful. Of course, I'm gonna purchase clothing to put on because I want to be dressed appropriately. It won't be linen, or you'll be kicked out if you're not. So checking that out right now. The drive hasn't been too bad. It's about an hour and a half from Abu Dhabi to Dubai, and it's beautiful because it's half desert, but then once you start getting more into Abu Dhabi, it's a little bit more greenery. I won't lie, I feel so beautiful right now in this traditional wear. I did pay almost $100 for it. But he did say that all the proceeds go to the women who made it, so that makes me feel better about purchasing it. But I'm like, I hope I did not get scammed. I got it at the mosque, so hopefully. I mean, I probably will wear this, to be honest. I'll probably wear it to the mall and just different things and places because it's so light and airy and breezy. But it is so beautiful here. I can't wait to show you guys. Good morning, guys. Today I am running around. We are gonna go to the Fairmont Hotel because there is a facial place, even though there's another facial place that I really wanted to try called Glow 365. They had reached out to me to come in for a facial and I had to say no because I was supposed to originally have breakfast with one of my friends and then she canceled. So then I didn't get to go to that and I didn't get to go to breakfast. Now I'm just gonna go work in probably the lobby of the Fairmont or maybe a cafe that I find in there. I don't know because I've never been to this hotel before.
I don't know how you guys feel about me using a mic in public, but I'm actually loving it right now. There's a couple people in this cafe next to me, but this is one of those things that, again, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. In a hotel lobby, we're working, I'm editing, I'm doing something that brings me joy, while also getting out of the house. You know, get cute, get out of the house. I'm a big believer that you just want to be able to go into public spaces and be yourself if you're looking to bring new energy into your life, make new friends, meet new business connections, and just like challenging yourself. I think the theme of this vlog is obviously challenging yourself and just doing some different stuff. So I just ordered a latte. They didn't have any matcha. You know, I can't expect every place to have matcha, nor can you expect every place to have good matcha. And I don't know if you know the difference between good matcha and bad matcha, but one is cooking grade and one's ceremonial. You're gonna always want to get ceremonial. I also thought it was funny because I'm at that age where when I see things on the menu, not even an age thing, I'm just at the place in my life where I have the confidence to ask, what is in this? Tell me exactly, do you make it here? Like they say they have fresh juices. I'm like, do you make it here or do you buy it? Like, you know, they'll sometimes have like the fresh pressed juices, but they don't actually press it. So that's not fresh pressed. If you didn't make it in your location, maybe you imported it from somewhere else or maybe you got it from somewhere else. I want it here. So just like asking different things like that and just having the comfortability to be able to do that. And then yesterday I went to this place that marketed themselves as like a wellness, healthy food place. And they had protein shakes and I wanted to know what kind of protein they were using. Not just like whey or vegan, but I wanted to know what brand of protein. Because if you read, a lot of protein powders are actually not clean and they're filled with a lot of fillers and just different things. So I literally was like, what brand of protein do you use? And he brought me out the literal protein that they use. And that the more you know, you only know when you ask. And if you care about that kind of stuff, it's just like having the audacity to ask because they actually don't mind at all. They're happy to bring it to you. I even do this in places where I ask, you know, what kind of milk are you using? Thank you. I appreciate it. I just got my watermelon juice. They did press it here, she said. So again, just like asking because they could have easily taken this out of a bottle and poured it if you care about that stuff. If you don't, you know, that's totally fine too. So like sometimes when I even go to like different cafes, I'll ask like, what is the brand of oat milk that you're using? And this is how I was figuring out that like when you're going and buying matcha and you're thinking you're doing something healthy for yourself, but they're using Oatly oat milk or they're using the brand of oat milk that's like filled with gums and seed oils, like you're not actually doing what you think that you're doing, and it's almost like this illusion of health that doesn't actually exist. So it's just the more you know, because a lot of these places are going to be using what's cheap and what's available and still marketing it as healthy. But, you know, I don't like to be spoofed. I want to know if I'm going somewhere, it's like my choice to know that, you know, this isn't going to be the best matcha. It's not going to be the best for me. I can make it at home without the fillers and stuff, but it puts the freedom of choice into your hands so you don't feel like you were duped. You don't feel like, oh, I didn't know, like this whole time I was drinking this thinking I was healthy. You don't. Just ask. If you care about that stuff. I care. I care deeply. So let me get back to work. Cheers. And this is my latte that I got here. Just a little side note of what just happened. I was scrambling out of the house this morning. I don't really know how it happened, but I forgot to put on deodorant.
That's my literal worst nightmare, is forgetting to put on deodorant, because things can get musty real quick, especially in this heat. So I ordered Talabat, which is like the equivalent of DoorDash or maybe like Uber Eats, where they bring you stuff, and I had to order a deodorant to Dubai. It took 15 minutes. One thing I will say about Dubai is they're quick. They're quick, they're efficient, they get the job done. So I got my deodorant, a little aluminum in it so that we can get to antiperspiring. And now I'm a happy girl. I also had to order some gum because I'm drinking coffee. It's a lovely coffee, but I just thought that was really funny. I don't know if I'm the only one that this ever happens to, but my literal worst fear is forgetting to put on deodorant, because I refuse to be the girl that's musty in public, that doesn't know she's musty. Like, it will literally ruin my day, especially if I won't be home all day. And I just feel like it's so wasteful to have to go buy another deodorant, but it is what it is. So stay must free, my friends. Done with my work, and now at the mall, the place that I hang out the absolute most. Today's going to be Dubai Hills Mall, which you guys have already seen in some of my videos. So let's get going. So I'm literally obsessed with it, because I feel like I wouldn't feel so comfortable filming here. Even last year, when I had my big bulky camera, I was like, hey guys, and it was like my hand was like shaking. I was like, we're at them, and I was like in the corner. All of my content last year is so shaky. So that place you just saw was what they do, like traditional hammams, which is basically like scrubbing the body, and it seems so relaxing, which they also do massages as well, and like hair treatments. I signed up for a session, a 75-minute session on Friday, so I'm really excited to go, and I will keep you guys updated. But it was so beautiful in there. I love doing different things. I think that this is really cool, obviously culturally. I think they do they do it a lot in Turkey? Yeah. Okay. Is it a Turkish thing? Yeah. Okay.
As well, Arabic, Turkish.
I'd have to do my research, but I'm really excited for that.
Getting ready to go to the stables and watch a little bit of horse riding, even though I'm going to be late. And then I'm going to be having dinner. So let's get ready really quickly. I'm just using, this is literally my favorite foundation. Well, it's not really a foundation, but I use it in that foundation place, but it's the Danessa Myricks Skin Blurring Balm. So amazing. Normally I use my fingers to put it on, but I'm actually trying a brush today just to switch it up, and not too bad. Really oily girls, tap in, because this is the stuff. It's so funny because when I originally started making my vlogs, I thought that people would find like some of my wellness quirks and my wellness tips boring. And like, I think it's because from an outside perspective, a lot of people don't care about taking care of themselves in certain ways. So I was like, no one's gonna wanna see this. People wanna see in vlogs like people going out and, you know, having really expensive shopping hauls, you know, all that kind of clickbait stuff. But I've just been getting some really positive feedback from you guys about actually liking the routines and liking to see all of the kind of wellness and lifestyle stuff, which I thought that you guys would find boring, but you actually find really entertaining. And I love that. That just means that I'm finding my audience. I'm finding the girls who care about that kind of stuff. So I love you. As I'm kind of on this vlogging journey, because vlogs are something that it's not new to me, but it's new to me. I feel like my sit down videos are like my bread and butter, which I love my sit down videos where I kind of just get to connect and talk to you guys about the things that I'm learning in my life, the things that I think that you guys would care about. But I'm really also enjoying vlogging in this world way, because it's like you guys get to know who I really am. And like through sit down videos, you don't always get to see personality, because I'm like in one-on-one mode, but I have a lot of personality. I'm actually really funny. And I think I've said this before, but I'm like a very funny and can be a very unserious person. And so I don't want, when people watch some of my videos, to ever think that I'm like this self-help machine that doesn't make mistakes or is perfect or, you know, doesn't have bad days, because I definitely have a lot of not so great days, but I also have a lot of amazing days. And I also have a lot of days where I overcome my own mind. And even with this YouTube journey that I've been on, one thing that I've really been learning about myself and about success in general is how much consistency matters. And so, by the way, I'm going to be linking all of the stuff that I'm using in this video. This is the Rhode Pocket Blush in Sun Soap. As I'm realizing is that how important consistency is, and that anything that you do in life, as long as you are showing up consistently, you will see success in some form. Now, it might not be right away, and most times it isn't right away. And a lot of times when you see people getting successful, people think that, oh, this happened overnight. I promise you, it never happens overnight. If you look back, there's always a foundation of some kind of consistency that has been laid for that person. With anything that you do in life, with dieting, work, any kind of hobby that you're working on, you just have to show up. You have to show up. And sometimes that means you have to love what you do. Sometimes that means you have to be dedicated to what you do, because if you show up for the wrong reasons, it will never work. You have to show up for the right reasons, and it has to make sense for you in your life. But whatever you are kind of going through right now, if you're feeling like you have trouble showing up for something, you have to ask yourself, is this something that's actually in line with me? And if you are showing up for something and haven't had your breakthrough, it's not your time yet. Does not mean it's not coming. It literally just means it is not your time yet, but it will be. But as soon as you give up, that's literally the tipping point. Like, a lot of people will stop right before their breakthrough. You've got to stop stopping. And it's easier said than done. Like, to be honest, if I didn't love what I do in some capacity, I would stop showing up. I would. Because there's plenty of times where I am not technologically advanced and I can't figure out how to work my camera, or how to work my laptop, or how to make sure that I have enough storage, or not compare myself to other people's content who have people editing their videos, and all these different things. Like, there are plenty of things that would discourage me from creating and posting online. Hate comments, negative feedback, and just then my camera ran out of space. So as you can see, I'm being tried currently in this moment, okay? So it's like negative feedback, hate comments, technological issues, seeing content grow that's not your content faster than your content's growing, whatever it may be. There's so many obstacles, and it's like, if you didn't have some kind of passion for what you were doing, it could easily be something that you become discouraged with and stop. So whenever you're trying to do, like, you have to ask yourself, do I really like this? Do I really care about this? Is there like a moral reason that I'm doing this thing? And if so, keep going. And if not, it's time for redirection. Redirection is not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing for you, because it saves you time. Redirection will literally put you on the right path quicker than staying on the wrong path for the longest times. So whenever redirection happens, take a moment, be sad, whatever, but then accept it and go full speed ahead. Because whenever redirection happens, it's literally the best thing for your life, because it's taking you off the path that clearly wasn't meant for you. I've got a rush, so I need to stop chatting. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. I'm addicted to this. It's so amazing. It goes hand in hand with their blurring balm here, but this is the setting spray form of it. Chef's kiss. Good morning, guys. I had a great night's sleep, and it's the morning of my Hammam. So I'm actually getting ready right now to go to what I thought was the Turkish or Middle Eastern bathhouse, but I think it's actually Moroccan, this one specifically, and there might be different variations. I don't know enough about it, but this one is a Moroccan bathhouse, and I'm very excited. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people say that's really overstimulating, and then some people say it's the best thing ever. So I will give you guys my actual review for what it's like, because I want to show you guys, because it is so beautiful, but then also I want to relax and enjoy. So I might just have to update you after. We'll see what I can get. And then a lot of their products looked really nice. They might have swooned me into buying some body scrubs, body clays, whatever, but 10 out of 10 experience. Would definitely go back. One of the biggest things that I would say is that you have to be very, very comfortable with yourself because you were in next to nothing. And I don't know what I thought. I don't know why I was thinking like maybe you bring a bikini, maybe like they cover your top. No, you're gonna be topless in some panties, and the panties are very small. And they're gonna move them around so that they can scrub you properly. So if you are comfortable with that kind of stuff, you're gonna love it. When I tell you I looked at the bed, oh, my skin was on the bed, I was like, yeah, I could get used to this. And also the place that I went was very luxurious. So I think that this made me feel very much more comfortable. But I know that there's some different places, you get different levels of hammam just depending on where you go. And so the place I went, I'm going back. As soon as I return, I am gonna go back because I think I'm gonna be back in maybe December, maybe January. So we will see, but yeah, life-changing, different experience.
The skin is still baby smooth today. Quite literally feels amazing. There are a couple of things on my to-do list for today. One of them is try to get a new phone. I do want to upgrade my phone because I, one, need more storage because I ran out of iCloud storage. So that's the first thing. And I don't want to keep creating content and having to delete half of my album before I can even shoot something. And then I am checking into a hotel for the night. I want to film a couple of things. I have a collaboration with Dove that I want to film. So I'm going to be doing that today. And let's just hope that everything is seamless at the Apple Store. I don't know. I feel like whenever I go to the Apple Store, it takes ages. But the good thing about going to the Apple Store is it's located in the Dubai Mall. And in the Dubai Mall is this burger place called Clay. One bad burger. When I tell you the best burger that I've ever had, because it's between this kind of bread. I don't even know what the bread is called. I think the bread is called paratha, and so it's like these two flaky layers sandwiched burger inside, which it's so fabulous. They also do different kinds of sandwiches. Amazing. So I'm really excited to try that, and I'll show you guys what that's like. I'm currently in line. I think the line's probably over 30 minutes, but it's definitely worth the wait. So, I couldn't get the new iPhone, by the way. There was no iPhone 17 Pro Max. It's on back order here, and the only one that they had in stock was the orange, and to be honest, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me. So I'm probably gonna have to wait till I get to the US to order the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I didn't know that everyone wanted it. I didn't know that we were all hopping on getting that Pro Max 17 because I waited so long to get this upgrade. I have a 14. I did not want to upgrade it, but I feel like I need a better camera on my phone, so we'll see.
Vamos a Dubai. Give me some Arabic sound. Oye, mi gente, mira, dale. Así. Ahora estamos en flow. Para que sepa. Miguelito, that's the one.
I'm gonna end this vlog here because I travel back to the States in a couple of days, so I'm just gonna use the last couple of days to just relax, unwind, start editing this vlog. But I hope you guys enjoyed your time with me. I am really sad to come back to the US, but I will be traveling to Maine and different places in the month of November and December, so I'm really excited for that, to be able to see my family. Anytime I get to leave and see people, it just makes me so happy. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. Mwah.